Good day, my friends! It's the turn of the new year, and as always, a reason to celebrate in many cultures. Some people see the changing of the years as a way of washing off the pain of the past. Others observe it as a cheerful march into the future. And some don't even recognize the holiday and see it as just another year. But whatever your reasoning for enjoying the holiday, I do wish you all a happy Heavensturn. My gift to you this year is the history and traditions of this foreign holiday and why it's made such a positive impact on Eorzean soil. So, let us come together and discuss the holiday event we call the Heavensturn Festival. Traditionally within Eorzea, we do observe the passing of the new year, but not in an outwardly festive way. The most common New Year's celebration on our continent is that one of the 12 deities is selected to keep a careful vigil over our lands every year. For example, the god that is meant to watch over and keep us well this year is the sun goddess Azima, also known as the Warden. But once this year is over and done, it will be time for her to step down and hand the responsibility to one of the other gods or goddesses. I, for one, am glad for Azima's watchful eye. As the goddess of inquiry and truth, she might very well help me bring more of our world's rich history to you this year. But I digress. We're here to speak about the Far Eastern celebration made flesh on our shores, the Heavensturn Festival. The countries of the Far East celebrate the turning of the new year in a much more bombastic sense. Decorations, dances, prayers, rituals, and even cakes are used to honor the passing of one year and welcome in the next one with good cheer in hopes of starting it off on a joyous and wholesome note. Many Far Eastern clans celebrate the Heavensturn Festival in their own special ways. However, there are festivities that are shared amongst almost all clans, and those are what have been brought over to our shores. First, we will discuss the 12 animal totems. Much like how one of the 12 gods is chosen as the overseer and guide of the new year, the Far Eastern tradition dictates that one of the 12 sacred animals shall be championed as this year's herald. These 12 animals are as follows: the snake, horse, ram, monkey, rooster, dog, boar, rat, bull, tiger, rabbit, and lastly, the dragon. Last year's herald was the bull, and this year's guardian is the mighty tiger. This Far Eastern celebration has been brought to our lands more than once already. One individual is selected as the bugyo of that year's animal and is in charge of spreading the word and merriment of that year's Heavensturn. The bugyo, as well as many of their assistants, wear helmets designed to emulate the spirit of that year's animal, showing that they're not present as themselves, but as a representative of the new year's animal. As someone who often covers their face to prove that my lessons are not about myself, I can relate. But every New Year's animal usually has different things associated with it, making each Heavensturn unique in one way or another. This year's celebration brings with it a ritual of combat. Like a stage performance, a warrior that is native to the land in question will serve as the protagonist, doing battle with a menacing tiger. By facing the tiger in one-on-one combat and defeating it, the land is blessed and evil spirits shall flee at the sight of such a noble soul, bringing peace to the people throughout the new year. This year, the performance is a replication of an old story, one where the wandering swordsman Tenzin did battle with the fearsome tiger named Byakko. Through great courage and strength, he drove Byakko away from the innocent people of the Far East, just like how this performance has the actor driving away a similar tiger. Depending on how learned you are, the credibility of that story immediately comes into question. But the true tale of Tenzin and Byakko is a story for another day. Moving on, the rituals associated with each animal totem are not the only tradition people enjoy every year. The distribution of New Year's treats called Advent cakes is part of every festival. But anyone unfamiliar with Far Eastern customs would be forgiven for not recognizing an Advent cake at first glance. These delectable finger foods are a special form of rice cake, or mochi in the Far Eastern tongue. The creation of mochi is a timeless tradition to our Eastern brothers and sisters. The rigorous pounding of steamy wet rice into thick dough is exciting to watch for many people, especially when they know that the result will be a delicious Advent cake. These cakes are typically handed out for free to fill the people with a sense of community and goodwill, though it's usually restricted to one per person. With the rituals of the new year complete and the people of the realm all enjoying their Advent cakes, the Heavensturn Festival is marked as a resounding success. This year's Bugyo will bid us farewell and return home with their friends to the Far East. But do not fret. Once it's time to enjoy and welcome in the next new year, they shall surely return to our realm. And with that, I wish you all a happy Heavensturn. I look forward to seeing you, all of you, during the many lessons I've planned for this bright new year. Till then, stay safe, my friends.